Good afternoon. Today is the 7th of July and I'm here at Summit Garage in Dudley in the West Midlands, where we've just filmed this 2013 MG6 1.8 TCI-Tech TSE. This was the top of the range as far as the MG6 was concerned back in 2013. It does still have the dealer plates on the front because I've just driven it back from our filming location. But obviously you saw the original plate at the beginning, so that's all fine. This car is actually unique. Not only has it done just 10,000 miles and it's got these nice alligators fitted on it, which is what our MG3 used to have, but this is the only automatic MG6 in the country. It was converted a few years ago for a customer of Summit Garage, and it's got the gearbox from a 1.8 Rover 75 in it. The MG6 itself is actually very distantly related to the Rover 75 because it shares the front subframe, and the Rowe 550, which was a Chinese market car, was quite heavily based on the 75. This is the GT version. There is actually a magnet version over there as well, which is the saloon, the silver car. This is the GT, which is the hatchback. And first of all, we'll open up the boot and we'll see just how enormous the luggage area is of this car. Right, obviously I've got my umbrella with me today because it's a little bit wet, so come on, open up, there we go. Reversing camera actually there as well as front and rear parking sensors on this model. Lots and lots of room in here. Just pull this up. You'll see we've actually got a full-size spare wheel in there too. About 498 litres in this particular car. It was priced in accordance to something like a Ford Focus, but actually it was more akin in size to something like a Mondeo, which was an interesting sort of strategy that MG had back in those days. Just shut that. See, we've got the twin exhaust pipes on this. It's got actually a full stainless steel exhaust system on this car, and it is for sale currently at Summit Garage. If I get into the back, because it's a bit miserable out here today, you'll see that unfortunately I have made the carpets a bit dirty, so they might need a clean. I'm sorry about that. So if we just get inside here and not get run over by a Renault Laguna and get my hand out of the way, you'll see it's a bit dark in here, but this is the full leather interior that came as standard on the TSE models. There's that automatic gearbox. Generally the MG6s with the 1.8 litre engines had a 5-speed manual gearbox and the crazy handbrake that I don't really like to use. It's not that nice. In the back we've got a rear ashtray. Got some door pockets and some nice leather. It is real leather in this car, and we've got an armrest which creaks horribly, but that's just because it's leather, but that's just fine. So if we open that, got some cup holders in here as well. That does feel quite nice. Plenty of legroom here. I'm 5'11" and that's my drone position. I do like to sit quite far back as well. And the headroom's actually pretty good as well. I can't really show you too much of that, but trust me, that is very good too. Right, let's get into the front. Right, now that I'm not being killed by the Vauxhall Corsa, we will put the key in. Funny old key this. It's unique to the MG6 and it doesn't feel very nice. It feels like the kind of thing that used to come free in a packet of Rice Krispies in the 1990s. But nevertheless, it does work. So foot on the brake, it's an automatic, push that in to start it. That starts the engine, and it sounds great, this 1.8 turbo with 158 horsepower. Sounds fantastic. Ignore all those sort of warning signs. This is the sat-nav system in this car, and it's not particularly good. It wasn't that good back in 2013, it certainly isn't now. You don't really buy an MG6 with a sat-nav. Just turned the car off now. There we go. We've got a huge sort of button fest going on here for the radio and some other functions. I haven't, been wearing gloves today because, I mean, I've been in this car all day, so I don't need to. It was all sanitised for me and everything before I arrived, so we don't worry about that really. Traction control, off button there. Parking sensors, all run parking sensors. Heated seats in this car. Got dual zone climate control as well, although it's a bit hidden by the gear stick because it's an automatic. And there is our culprit, the nasty handbrake. I really don't like that handbrake. Anyway, the later post 2015 models actually came with an electronic handbrake, as did some of the earlier diesel models, but of course we can't talk about diesels on this channel. The compartment here between the front seats is chilled by the air conditioning if you want that, although it only seems to hold one cup, because the other cup comes out of this sort of Volkswagen or BMW style thing here. Interesting kind of dials there. They look a little bit sort of cheap really. They look like something out of a a fantasy art project which somebody would be doing in the sixth form. They're all right. Weirdly, the USB and aux inputs, if they're fitted to an MG6, are actually in there. Isn't that strange? Right, we can test the glove box. I've even got the secret mission documents here, because we've just been filming a review, so see if they fit. No, they don't. What a shame. Just about this car, there's just little details which really let it down, like the key, which doesn't feel very nice, and the cheap switches and the weird looking dials and things. It's a real shame. I've even got electric seats in this car as well. Anyway, let's have a look at the engine. So here is the engine. It's known as TCI-Tech. It's a 1.8 litre turbo with 158 horsepower. It is based on the old K-series engine. You might spot the oil filler cap there off things like the Rover 45. Completely different coolant reservoir though, and everything like that. It does make a nice noise, this car, with the stainless steel exhaust that's been put on it. And it's a very punchy engine. I really like it. Apparently with this engine, it's known as the Kavachi engine in development of the K-series. The head gasket issues that they were having earlier on were completely solved. I'll take their word for that. So there you go. This is a unique MG6, the only automatic one in the country, converted by a previous owner who asked Summit Garage to do it at a cost of about £7,000. So if you want an automatic MG6 in this country, this is your only choice. This is the car for you. So thank you again to John Newey and the team at Summit Garage for letting me film this car. The full review of the car will be coming out probably in a couple of weeks, I think. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, to be notified of when that goes live. Don't forget to like this video and to leave a comment below. I've got a website, www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk, and also a Facebook page, facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching.